Hey guys, it's Jess again. Today I'm going to share with you 10 drugstore products that blew me away. These are 10 makeup items that are drugstore priced. You can find them on Ulta or you can find them at your local drugstore. And they just really performed better than I expected. I saw Samantha March, a YouTuber I love, do this kind of a video. I think she titled it something maybe a little different, but I will link her channel and her video below if you're interested in seeing more of these kinds of products. Otherwise, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel as well, and I'll see you guys. Just started to do my ending. Haven't even started the video. This is my life now. So, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Let's just start the video. Okay, I'm embarrassed. Do you see? I'm embarrassed. So, one product that I'm wearing today that really blew me away was from Model's Own. It's their Sculpt and Glow Cream to Powder Bronzer in Golden Glow. This is, like they said, a cream to powder bronzer. I have two favorite ways of applying this. The way I applied it today that you're seeing me now apply is with a moist sponge. Just get some of the bronzer on it and then just apply it to those areas that you want bronzer to be, obviously. And it stayed on longer throughout the day than I would have ever expected. I've been using this for a few months now. It's really similar to the really expensive Chanel bronzer, the Tan Day Chanel. I love this stuff. They're a little bit different, but I mean, I recently did a dupes video and I didn't include them, but they're pretty close. But I think the Dior one stays on a little bit longer throughout the day, but I still find myself reaching for this because I feel like it lasts long enough that it doesn't like look crazy or anything halfway through the day. And it's just so darn inexpensive. I think it's great. So I applied it here, I applied it a little bit up there, and it just stays nicely. If you do set it with a powder, it's gonna stay for a long time. Oftentimes when I'm using a cream product, I just want it to stay creamy, and so I don't always wanna put powder on top of it, and that's just my preference because I do have more dry skin. You guys see what shirt I'm wearing? I'm wearing the, it's from Stitch Fix, and I did a Stitch Fix unboxing of a bunch of clothes that I was trying on, and this is one of the ones I kept. My green and white striped one. I really like it. I've worn it a lot. I'll link the video of the unboxing below if you're just curious, or if you want to check Stitch Fix out. I can't even get that out. I'm out of breath. By the way, I'm like 7 months pregnant. You want to see the baby bump? My belly button is fully sticking out. Anywho, she's in there. She's kicking around. Anyway, all right, let's continue on. So another product that blew me away is from Catrice. This is their Prime and Fine Brightening Eye Primer. It says it intensifies any shadow, and I was like, yeah, we'll see about that. Well, it's amazing. I put it today just on this eye to see what it looks like without it. So I have it on this eye and I don't on this. I think they still ended up looking pretty even, but I will tell you that by the end of the day, this side will be on better because I do think that this has helped improve the wear time of my shadows. I don't have big issues with creasing, and I don't know how well this would work for someone that really has issues with it because it is still kind of almost oily in a way. I don't know how to explain it. Now it does dry down, but I don't know how well it would work for deep creasing. But if you're kind of a standard wearer of eye primer, I think you will really like this. Another one that blew me out of the water is this Catrice Prime and Fine Beautifying Primer. I've been using this for months and months now. It's a kind of pink tone, and it blends out to be translucent, but it has this kind of glow to it. No shimmer, no glitter, but it just makes your skin glow in this way that it looks healthy. I can wear it every day, and if it's a sunny day, it doesn't look weird in the sunlight. I'll look in the mirror like in fluorescent lighting at school and I'll think, wow, like my skin looks nice. And it's always on days I'm wearing this. So I feel like it really does make a difference, even though it's gonna be under a foundation. It really is a nice canvas to make sure that your skin is still alive and not just like dull. On that same vein, if you want a little bit more glow to your skin, this one is amazing. It's from Physicians Formula. It's their Spotlight Illuminating Primer. This is just a little bit more literally shimmery, or maybe I should say glowy, because there's not like glitter in this at all. But I'll put it all over my face, and again, especially if I'm having an especially dry skin day, maybe it's the middle of winter and I just feel like my skin needs something to help it glow a little more, I'll put this all over and then put my foundation or BB cream on top, and it just looks so nice. Now, if you've got really oily skin, I don't know that you would like this all over your face because I do think it's going to illuminate that. So that's something to be aware of. Another favorite is, oops, hold on, I've got primer on it, is from Ulta. It's the Ulta brand Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This has become one of my favorites. It's got a doe foot applicator, but it's so creamy and it blends so well. And I was just so impressed because I tried like an Ulta foundation. I really didn't like that. So I thought, oh, the concealer's gonna be all weird too. No, it was amazing. If you wanna see my Ulta brand best and worst, because I found a lot of really good products from their brand and a lot of products I didn't like, I will link that below because I know like they'll have sales, Ulta, you know, brand sales, buy one, get one 50% off, or buy two, get one free. And if you don't know where to start, it's like, well, I don't even know what's good because they have a whole wall of makeup in their Ulta Beauty line. So I'll link that below if you're curious, but this was definitely one of my favorites. The next one, this was a more recent find for me. It's from Catrice. I've got a lot. This is like the third Catrice item. It's the last one, but it's their Strobing blush. These, they had sent to me and they were just kind of just sitting in my drawer, and I tried them recently in a like trying on new makeup video. And I was like, what? These are actually really nice. So I have 3 shades. I've got Mrs. Summer Peach, I've got Mrs. Rosalie Berry, and then Mrs. Amber Brown. You can see the swatches. These, I think they're called strobing blushes because there is a little bit of shimmer to them, but not so much. Like, let me show you an example. So like this is from the brand Stellar, and it's a really nice blush. It is in the shade Flare. And this is a very, very shimmery blush. Like there's a lot of gold glitter in it, and it's beautiful, but it definitely has like gold glitter. Whereas these have this quality to them that's like a satiny shimmer, where there's not super detectable shimmers, but they make your skin and your cheeks just kind of glow. And I love that. I still feel like I want to wear highlighter with them. Like I don't feel like it would replace that, but I think that's why I like them, because oftentimes I won't grab a shimmery blush because I'm like, well, no, because then I'm gonna be shimmery everywhere and I don't want to put a highlighter, but I want to wear a highlighter today. I know there's someone out there that's like, I know what you mean, because I have shimmery blushes in my drawer and I feel like I always overlook them because I'm like, I want to be able to wear a highlight today, so I'm gonna wear more of a matte blush. Well, this is kind of right in between, where I totally want to wear a highlighter with them still, and yet they still have that really pretty glow. Oh my gosh, I love them. I was so surprised by how good those were. All right, moving on. Covergirl. This is their Vitalist Healthy Powder. Now, good luck finding a shade because their shade range is terrible. This is the shade 710 Classic Ivory, and you'll even see in the swatch, it's a little dark for me. But I'll kind of lightly dust it just with a powder brush all over, and it soaks up the oil. It definitely adds coverage, and I think that's why I like it. It's a very silky powder, but it blends really nicely. Now, I will say this, if you don't put a setting spray on it to kind of help melt it together, I do think it tends to look a little bit dry, like many powders do. But for me, I'll just throw a setting spray on top of it. It helps to kind of melt it into the skin, and then it looks really nice throughout the day. So that's how I found that I've fallen in love with this, by using it in conjunction. Now they do have a CoverGirl setting spray. Let me just grab it. It's their Look Lock Up All Day Setting Mist. These do work really well together, but of course you could use this with any setting spray you have. I think this is nice, but I don't think there's a reason I'm not mentioning it in this video. I don't think it's like blowing anything else out of the water, but I really did like this powder foundation. Another fave is from Wet n Wild. It's their Mega Cushion. I am very wishy-washy with cushion foundations because sometimes I'll get one and I'll try it and I'm like, it just like it won't sit on the skin right, or it just doesn't really cover enough. But this one, I found a few that I really like Laneige makes one I really like. There's another one, like even the L'Oreal Lumi one I like. Well, this one I was like, it's gonna be cheap. It's not gonna end up blending into the skin. I have been wrong because when you apply it, and I just use this sponge, you could use your own sponge, and I'll just apply it, especially here where I'll get redness, or even on my nose. It will do such a good job of really quickly touching that area up. And so I find that I don't necessarily use this all over my face for just the whole day. I have, and it's fine, but I don't think the longevity is good enough for me to wear to work for the entire day. But I do absolutely love this for touching up because I can just put it in that area, kind of blend it in, and it looks so nice. It blends right in and it covers the redness I'm wanting to cover, or the kind of hyperpigmentation, anything like that you might have. So I really like this. It's not a high coverage product though, I wanna say that. But for me, it's enough that it really evens the area out and it looks nice throughout the day. Another one, and I've done a whole separate video on these. These are the new Milani palettes. They're $20 a piece. A lot of you guys have found them at Walmart for $15. So I would say drive to a Walmart, walk in and go get it. I don't go into Walmart often, but had I known I would have saved $5 each, I probably would have not ordered them online and actually gone and got them. But they have this Bold Obsessions palette, which has shimmer and matte. And you can see in the swatches, the shimmers are freaking gorgeous. The mattes are nice in this one too. However, I do think that the matte shadows in the Most Loved mattes are better. These blend a little bit better. They even swatch better. Now, I love the look I get with both of these palettes. Sometimes I'll just mix the palettes. They're so, you know, really they're travel friendly. They're small. There's a giant mirror. There's no excess packaging for no reason, you know. They're so good, you guys. Now, $20/$15 is creeping up outside of the drugstore price range, I do feel, but at the same time, when the quality is that of like a $50 eyeshadow palette and they're only charging $15 or $20, I'm like, okay, it's worth it, because I would pay $40 and get a Too Faced palette that maybe I don't really like that much, and these are better. These are so, so good. So don't write them off just because they're drugstore, because these are incredible. Another one is from Essence, and again, this is a newer one for me, but it's their Cushion Eyeliner. Think of this less like a gel or cream liner and more as a liquid liner, because that's exactly what it is. It's literally a cushion filled with liquid liner. So if you have like a favorite liner brush, you can grab that, you literally dip it right in, and then I can create a wing with it. I mean, it's so easy to control, and yet it spreads really easily too. Now, if you're brand new to like liquid liners or using like liner brushes, it might not be as easy for you, but if you're somewhat used to it, you're gonna love this, because it makes, like, instead of putting cream or gel liner on, which for me takes a little bit of time, and I'm used to doing it every single day, and then I put a liquid liner on top to be able to do the wing, this takes care of both. So I don't need to use two products. I can just use this, create the wing, darken and thicken the line, and it stays on all day too. So I was blown away by this product, and I just think it's very inventive. And I know that I think there are other brands that have cushion liners like this, but this is a cheap one, and it's so, so good. So those are all of the 10 products that kind of blew me away from the drugstore. I'd love to know, what are some of your favorite products from the drugstore that maybe you originally thought would be gimmicky, or you didn't think it would work, or you didn't think you'd like it, and you ended up loving it. Let me know below. I'd be very curious, and I hope that you will subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.